Guys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title of the video, right now me and Miss Emily are in Gulfport, Mississippi, picking up a Hydroseeder, or looking at a Hydroseeder. Pretty sure I'm gonna pick it up, unless it's just totally misleading of the post. But yep, I meant to film earlier, but now we're about 12 minutes out from the place, so we just stopped at Chick-fil-A and burnt some time. But yeah, I'll see y'all when we get there. As you can see, made it down here, looked at the thing. I bought it. We're currently taking the trailer it is on, which, by the way, I don't know if it's going to make it 15 minutes down the road to the local equipment place so they can put it on my trailer. The machine is alright. The tank wasn't rusted out. That's the only thing I was really worried about. I knew the engine was locked up. The spark plug cap is off, which I don't know if that means anything. And I couldn't pull the dipstick. So first thing we do when we get it is we're gonna pull the dipstick and probably dump some Marble Mystery Oil, and then if we can pull the spark plug, and it might be free up by the time we get home, or as hot as it is. Besides that, I didn't really see anything that concerned me. All the plumbing looked good. He did say in the description it was a 550, but I'm not so sure that it is a 550. I think it might be a 390. Or it could be somewhere in between, which they don't make them anymore, but this is an older unit. So I think it's a 430. I think it goes 390, 430, 550, and then like 7 and 800, and then up to a 12, I think. So I think I don't think it's a 550. I think it's a 390. But we can measure later and make sure. Either way, I paid $6 grand, and I mean, still a 390 brand new, which you can tell this one hasn't been used much. He told me it's probably got 50 hours on it. He said the only thing they seeded with it was 2 duplexes or rental properties, multi-family rental properties, and a Walmart, nearby Walmart. So he said that's the only thing he knows it. But it came with a hose reel, which that's going to save me a lot of money. It's not no electric hose reel or nothing, but it is a nice hose reel. Of course, it didn't come with any hose or nozzles. I have a couple of nozzles that I use on the one right now, but I don't know if this will be too powerful for those nozzles. We'll have to see. And I'll probably go back with probably 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch lay flat hose. But yeah, we're gonna get to the equipment place and hopefully get this thing on the trailer with no problems.
Like that, okay. Now get your steering wheel straight. Like that. All right, ease up.
All right, got it loaded up, got it all chained and strapped down. Man, it's hot. So y'all, we got 3 bags of wood mulch, which I don't know, I think they're no good. And I got a hose reel. But I think Miss Emily said we're about to go shopping, so yay for me. So while Emily is in the TJ Maxx, we're gonna go ahead and start tearing into this dude. I'm gonna pull the dipstick right here and see what it looks like. Nice and dry. There's it's not rusty, so everything else is. I wanted to try to pull the spark plug out, see how rusty it was. I'm fine a bit. I bet there's water in the gas tank. Gotta get a fit for this. Hose reel goes right here. Not sure why it's off. This is our agitation clutch, pump clutch. And our tank's actually pretty well kempt. You can see that in there. It ain't too rusty. This is our water fill right here. Besides that, everything looks good. Get you a better look down in there. It's a little bit rusty, looks like, but hopefully it don't leak. I do think I'm gonna repaint it. And also, it's definitely not a 550. I don't think it is. I think it's a 390. But of course, I'm an hour and 2 hours away from all my tools, so I can't do much. But you know, if they ran this dude dry or what. There ain't no oil in there. Surely not. That could be why it's locked up. Ain't got no damn oil in it. Huh. I don't know if anything. Guess that's probably got a spin. It feels kind of seized too. I'll probably pop this off too. But let's try to pull the spark plug out. Here's the spark plug. I mean, it's not rusty or nothing. So the boot was already off of it, so that's always great. So probably when we get home when we tear into it, but so far, I mean, I don't see no catastrophic things that are going to keep us from getting it running. So, all right, we're home now. It's like 4 o'clock. I gotta go look at a job at 5:30. But we're gonna get this dude start soaking. I'd like to get it freed up. Probably what we'll do first is get some PV blaster, take our spark plug off, and spray some PV blaster down in there, and we're gonna take this off and get our breaker bar. All right, of course, I can't find any freaking penetrating oil. I think this is about right here. This is about halfway full. I dumped that in there, plus I put a little bit on the top of the cylinder, which is obviously it's not penetrating oil, so I don't know how much it actually do. Crap, this is a V-twin. I didn't think this was a V-twin. I guess it is. Let's pull that spark plug out too, I guess. Well, it feels like it's already loose. Let's see what it looks like. It's a little bit rusty. Alright, got Big Bird out. We got our recoil starter off. So I can set y'all up. Let's see, it's probably a 1 inch. Nope. Nope. Jeez. 1 3/16. Alright. Let's see. I think it should spin the other way, shouldn't it? I can't remember. Well, it ain't too locked up. Well, of course, as I say that. There we go. Yeah, just need to get some oil in her. Contact. Nothing. I bet the dude's too corroded. Well, no. Our wires aren't even hooked up to our starter. Our cylinder. Well, it works when it wants to. Let's get these spark plugs back in there. Alright, let's see. I don't even think I have any gas laying around. So that's tragic. Hey, you're blocking my camera angle, dude. No one wants to see your weenus. I think maybe enough to get it started. If we can get some down to the fuel line. Dang it, now I'm smelling like freaking fuel. thought I'd have a runaway 4-stroke. I'm not sure what just happened right there. It's on the lowest idle. Jeez. Surely that ain't right. That dude is shaking the whole dang place. I guess it's running off its own fuel now. I don't think this is. Yeah, that's. Let's put this back together. Restrict some airflow. That's your choke right there. This is your throttle. I guess that's wide. I think the throttle might be broke. I'm not sure what's going on right there. That ain't right. Surely not. That seems odd. Like it's running like super high. Like it's getting way too much fuel. Way too much fuel. Let's slow it down with the agitation maybe. Let's see. That sounds awful, man. Let's see if we can't get this plate off right here. Guys, it's the next day. I'm about to head to do a little job on the deck and came out here. It looks like we're leaking some milky oil from somewhere. I mean, I figured since there wasn't any oil in it, I didn't figure anybody would be draining the oil before they let it sit. But I'm not exactly sure where it's coming from, but it's not coming out any of those seals. I guess it's something in the front. As you can see it's just leaking everywhere. So looks like we're probably gonna have to replace this engine if we want it running like next week. It's Friday, so here's my thing. It's a 16 horse V-twin, which means it'd have more torque than a 16 horse single piston. I thought about replacing it with a 459cc Predator from Harbor Freight. That also, you know, I think it's the most cost efficient power, you know, and I can go get it today. Not exactly sure. I want it running by next weekend. I have two small jobs lined up next weekend. I want to learn how to use this on those smaller jobs while I'm running pelletized mulch, because you know I went and bought like 40 bags of pelletized mulch that are still sitting that I never ended up using with that Hydroseeder. So I'm gonna go do this job and get some stuff, and we got this hose, 100-foot hose mounted up on this that I just was using. I'm gonna replace this with 1.5 inch. This is 1.5 inch right here. I'm gonna replace this 1.5 inch lay flat hose, and I think we'll be able to get 250 feet on this hose reel. Another dilemma is the way the holes lined up where the hose reel mounts. You can see right there, whenever we get it lined up, this is in the way, so we also have to twist this, but we tried to twist it yesterday and it is stuck. So it's another dilemma we have to address. Right now, that's everything. While we were running it yesterday, like I said, it would run wide open, so we just let it run wide open. I figured worst it'd do is blow up, and everything right here is good. We didn't just pump because we didn't have any water hooked up to it. But our agitator's good. It was rotating just fine. But obviously at full throttle, it was rotating way faster than I need it to sometimes, like when I'm pumping and agitating at the same time. So, yeah. So unfortunately, I think the time has come. I showed y'all this morning, oil leaking everywhere. I can't get the carb to work right. Worked on it for all night last night. So I guess we're just gonna pull it. We'll take this off right here. That way we can lift it. The mount should be the same as the Predator 459 I'm gonna put on it. The only thing I'm worried about is how our pump is connected to it, or our clutch. So we gotta figure that out. But it looks like it may just be those bolts right there. So I'm gonna get to taking off everything. All right, I got our engine pulled. It took a little persuasion, but it wasn't that bad. At first I was gonna try to take our clutch off while it was in there, but it's a hex, and there's just no way for me to even get my hands in there. Plus there's one way under here that I wouldn't have been able to get to. So you can see all that nasty oil. I can't really tell where it's coming from. You can see it down there. I'm guessing it's coming from somewhere in here. So yeah, we gotta get our pump off right here. And I guess that's it. We'll go get our new engine, get a new battery. But yeah, I would set my phone up in the where y'all can see all this, but I'm telling you, it's like heat index is 110. I'm sweating down, and if I leave my phone in the sun for too long, it's gonna overheat. So just y'all gonna have to bear with me. All right, I got this off up here. That just threads into there. Looks like the same shaft. That was the only thing I was worried about. I guess it's the same shaft. Looks similar to my 420 shaft that I had on that long tail, so I'm guessing the 459 is the same. So I guess ain't got nothing to do but to go to Harbor Freight and get it. So after spending $6,000 on this yesterday, I'm gonna spend $500 on this, and I also spent $200 in diesel. I want to get this thing, so I guess it was only $100, but I burnt the tank that was already in it. So yeah, I guess ain't nothing to do but to go to Harbor Freight and buy us an engine. All right, so we just went to Harbor Freight and got our motor. Now we got to unbox this, put our clutch on, clean all that up, and then we'll be ready to mount it up. All right, it's kind of dark. I got this mounted up. This hasn't got any fluids in it. I got some like lower unit lube. I'm gonna take that off and fill it up with lube. At least get some in there, because it was like dry and there was like actually water in there. So I know that's not good for it. Right now everything, probably need to put some oil in it before I get pulling on it. Maybe I got oil for it too, I think. So I'm gonna put oil in it, put that gear lube in it, and I might have to go get some gas. So it's the next morning. Had a real eventful night last night, and I don't know if y'all can tell by this right here. Some stupidity happened last night. Maybe all the oil over here. So we got this mounted up. Somehow when I was cranking on this, I did make it work. I knew I'd made it work. Something came loose right here. So this right here is supposed to be on that. Mind you, this is an $800 clutch box that I just filled up with gear oil. So something obviously came loose. Why, after I put this dude on, didn't. And, well, I guess it probably may have not even worked even then. It looks like it didn't get the most clearance, but, yeah, so that's an $800 mistake. I talked to my rep. He said, which I guess I should have talked to him before. He said, just take this thing back and use the money, because I didn't even put gas in this. I just put oil in it. I haven't even ran it. I didn't even have any gas put in it. Nope, there goes the lawnmower. Great, I better get done filming. But to get this dude running, and I'm gonna order a new one of those Monday. So last night was Friday night. And try to get this put back together. And so now we gotta get this dude running right and back together. So, all right, got everything taken back to Harbor Freight today. I've been running around and cutting grass all day. Next order of business is to figure out where this oil is leaking from. Obviously, there's water in the oil. I pulled the dipstick. It don't look like there's any water and oil on the dipstick. It looks like it's just straight oil. So it don't look milky. So I don't know where exactly the water's coming from. Let's just go. We're just going to drain all the fluids, figure out where the leak is, and go from there. Then hopefully we can fix the carb. And really, that's the only thing wrong with it, which makes me feel even more stupid looking back on it. Why we even went to Harbor Freight and got that engine to break our $800 gearbox. So hopefully we'll have one of those by the end of next week. I got 2 jobs lined up, and I'm gonna put this back together. I've already robbed some parts off. Jeez. And I took the hose off, but I'm gonna put all that back together before next weekend. But we're about to figure out where this oil leak is. Well, found the oil leak. Big old crack right there. That makes me hate my life, really. I don't really know what to do now. I guess spend more money on an engine. That really, really stinks. I mean, really the only thing I would know to do, I can't really tell how far it goes down in there, where it stops at. But it's find somebody that could weld it. I guess it's a steel. I guess it wouldn't be. It's not aluminum, is it? I don't know. So, who knows? All right, so I have this 23 horse laying around over here. It's locked up. If y'all have seen my Copperhead video, which a lot of people haven't, this is basically the same engine with a different carburetor, I think. Looking at everything, and I think this will go on to this. This is why I don't throw stuff away. Make sure I tell Emma this is why I don't throw stuff away. So I think we'll be able to take that off and put it on there and fix it. So I finally got the backing plate off this. It don't look too bad besides the big old crack right there. I got the oil pumps out. I shouldn't have took those bolts out. I recognize that because that fell right. There was these blocks of metal in the bottom of this one. It looks like something to do with a piston or a crank or something, but I don't understand. I don't see where it would have went from that engine to this engine. And I mean, everything's spinning fine, and it sounds like it's got compression at the top cylinders. So I don't really know. When we had it running, and I mean, it was running when we took it off, you know, not idling, and it was running not great and leaking oil. Obviously, it was the main reason we took it off. We shouldn't have took it off in the first place. You know, we recognize that. We're past those past mistakes. Also, I've decided I'm probably gonna try to take the carb off that one and do this one, if I can figure out what this comes from. Because I mean, just spinning it over and everything, I don't understand. I mean, there's definitely some metal wear right there, but I don't understand where that came from. I mean, everything's spinning fine, I think. So I don't know. Guess I'll do some more research. So I figured out that all that metal was from the bottom of our other piston. This piston right here, no go up down. No go up down. This one's good. I don't know how this thing was running at all. It's crazy. This dude blown up. I wonder if we didn't blow it up at some point. Or maybe it was just barely holding on already. So I guess we can either try to pull the piston out of that, which I'm not that mechanically inclined to do. But for the difference between that and $1,700 and a new one, I guess we'll try to make it work. So I'm gonna have to move this out of this grass to stress me out. I'm gonna have to get on my workbench. So finally got us up on a workbench, even though it's still super cluttered. This was at top dead center. I got this all pulled off. This is my first time ever going this deep into an engine. Except I guess that's a Hatsu I rebuilt, but Just push this out, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see a bunch of carnage. Straight carnage. I don't know how we're gonna get it out through there though, so we may need to push it the other way. So I'm over here getting this piston out, and all these parts and gaskets are surprisingly clean, so I'm gonna put them in the nice dirty gravel so they stay that way. We might use them on the next one. I gotta get all this off though, so I guess we'll just reap more carnage. We got the engine all put back together, as you can see. Spilled all the oil out of it. First go around, but we got oil in it. I just sprayed some starting fluid in it, make sure it's starting everything. Gotta get the gas tank and air filter put back on. I'm starting breathing so loud, guys. Thing's incredibly hard to pull. So we gotta get the starter working. Our biggest thing is gonna be trying to get this off. This is our old gear case that I broke. And we gotta get this off so we can put it on our new gear case. So we gotta figure that out. But I guess our next thing is getting the carb all put back together and then putting our gas tank back on. All right, guys, it's probably been like a week or so since I last filmed. Went and bought this yesterday. Our new gearbox came in the other day. I put our rotors on there. I haven't started it up yet. I had to go get some fluids, and I'm just scared to death to start it up and be something wrong. I took it apart and put it back together like 20 times yesterday. Put oil on everything and see where the oil was hitting, and tried to make sure, you know, we're gonna have to switch this muffler around, which I think is possible. It looks like it should be, so I think we'll be able to switch it around, no problem. Yeah, I guess we're going to put fluids in it and start it up, make sure everything works. The only thing I don't like is I can't spin it with my hands, but I think it's just the gear ratio. I've checked everything like 14 times and everything seems to be fine and not hitting nothing. So I think it's just the gear ratio. But you know, I guess there's only one way to see, and that's to start it up. Of course, this model doesn't have full start, which I guess I could take off that front and try to spin stuff, you know, see if anything's binding. But all right, I just took off the front cover off just so I could get to spin over with my hands, just to verify that nothing's locked up back there. So I think everything's good. I'm gonna add some gear oil to that, and we'll. I don't know if I have any fuel line. I forgot, you know, the other engine had a gas tank on top. We'll have to mount that outboard engine up here or somewhere. I guess probably up here. And then it'll feed into, because this one's got a fuel pump on it. So I guess ain't nothing to do but, you know, just add some everything and maybe add a gas line if I have any. All right, I got oil in there. I got oil in the gearbox. I got gasoline hooked up right there. I don't have a primer bulb, so I'm kind of worried about that. So I have to see. I think I'm just gonna seal this off. Maybe it can build enough pressure to get up there. The fuel pump should pull it. I mean, it's not like a super long distance. I got it just hooked up to a jump box right now because I don't know. That battery in there ain't no good. I guess ain't nothing to do but start it up. Well, we ain't got a good enough something. All right, I got jack welding over here. Yes, we're welding with something on the engine. Kill us, I don't really care. But what our problem was is our exhaust wouldn't fit with the motor on there, so we're making one. Maybe it'll work. I think it will. If you can tell, we're welding it out of black iron. That's what usually they want you to weld it with, I think. So I think it'll be all right. Just needs to move air away from everything. Hey, what's that? You think this hose clamp supposed to be down in here? The acorns and all kinds of stuff. Here's a stick. I think it's about all the big chunks I can get out. Alright. Keep filming, I gotta talk to my gang. I don't know how to get out of here. right, we got everything put together and got it running, but I got a migraine, so I'm not gonna trail tonight. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Cut. Cut it. All right, guys. You've missed a ton. I forget to film. I've been getting caught up. I've been working a lot at night. It's hard to film at night. Disregard the gunshots in the back. Cannon's getting ready for dove season. Anyway, you can tell we got a nice straight custom exhaust coming out of there. Just don't even think about it, okay? It works. And I'm about to show y'all. I'm gonna start it up and show y'all the agitator. And then I think we're gonna I got a couple more things to tighten down, bolt wise. I think we're gonna fill it up with water and make sure our pump works. I'm gonna start it up for y'all. Well, if we got enough juice. We may not have enough juice, but let me plug up this jump box. All right, we got it started up. Our exhaust is working. See, my new gearbox spinning, and I can't engage the pump without any water in there. If I can engage the agitator, I'll show y'all that. Pull up on this, drop it down, and engage it. The agitator spins in there, needs some grease. Yeah, I think it may look a little janky, but it works, and that's all we're really looking for right now. So, we got that mounted up. But yeah, I think we're about to go fill it up with some water and get some more stuff tightened up. Well, I was gonna try to put some water in it and flush it out, and we're leaking water out from the freaking back of there. Alright guys, I don't know how well y'all gonna see, but I'm under the Hydroseeder right now. It's the next day. Well, you can get a real good view of it right there. Measuring to 0.5. See, that's supposed to be connected. You're not supposed to be able to see daylight through there. So what I think I'm gonna do, there's no way for me to get the broken off end that's in this valve out. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just connect them. This isn't leaking yet. I guess we'll just fix it whenever we need it to. This is definitely about to rot. This is what I thought was leaking. It would actually be easier to replace. I think I'm just gonna try to find a rubber coupler to go over that. I think it's gonna be our easiest solution. Cause I got a project in it. I got a 1.5 acres in exactly 1 week. So we gotta get this dude up and running. So I'm about to take some measurements and see what I can't find. I may have a piece, so we'll just have to see. All right, I just picked up this part. It's like 3 and a 3 and an 1/8 or something like that. I don't know. Hopefully we can use it to fix the Hydroseeder. Whipped. It's like 4 o'clock. I've been aerating and fertilizing all day. Had a couple jobs. I stopped and got this on the way home to see if it'll work. So let's get under there. All right, I currently got it off the trailer because it's about to go on that trailer. But first we gotta get all that mulch off I went and got yesterday. I fixed the leak under there before I got it off. I just put a new boot on down there. You can't see it. But yes, just waiting on my uncle to come over here with his tractor and pick it up so we can put it over there. For some reason he can't get to it. I may try to do it myself. We'll just have to pick that end up and winch it across. So, all right, I got this the front of this jacked up. Maybe the back. I don't know if that's front or the back. I got all that unloaded. I'm gonna hook up my truck to the trailer and just back under here. I think it'll fit. And then all we gotta do is drop it on there and continue backing up, and then I guess I'll get some kind of winch or something and pull it forward. I don't really know yet. All right, I went to I realized I needed to plug this hole, and the cap had busted off. I went to Lowe's and got this one. This one's just a smidge too big, so I guess I need one with a smaller inner diameter, because I guess the outer diameter of that pipe is 3 inches. So I guess the inner diameter is gonna be like 2 3/4. So I can't wait to try to source one of those. That sounds awful to try to find. So we'll try again tomorrow. It's like 9 o'clock right now. So
We really could use some more tax power.
What's up, guys? A lot's happened since the last clip. We did end up going to do that job. Ended up plugging that right there with a one of those compression test drain pipe things. I just had to shave it down a little bit, and that works okay. Our pump wasn't working once we got it filled up with water, so I ended up taking it apart. What ended up happening was I got another gasket made and got the faceplate off farther. That way the gears had more clearance, and that was able to start spinning it. We got there, mixed our, I think we got 3 tanks out, and then our pump pretty much seized up. What was happening is we were getting mulch and other material inside the spindles of the gears, and that was causing it to seize up. So being that pretty much our pumps are our only major component that we haven't replaced yet, I got a new one in yesterday. We're going to replace it today. Also, our engine, it's not in there right because I didn't put the gears on the gearbox, or the pulleys on the gearbox correctly. And I just had to pull it out, and basically I welded 2 little stops, and I strapped it down just for that job. So we're going to pull everything off. We're going to get those gears right. I got 2 new belts. We'll put 2 new belts on it. Oh, there's stinker. And get our new pump in. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll film all that before we close out the video, and that'll be it. All right, so I've got some bolts out. I started removing that side of the pump. I can't get my impact on any of these, so we're going to have to use a wrench on all 4 of those. I was able to get my impact on 2 of those. I got that backing plate off there too. Once we get that pump out, we'll probably go ahead, probably try to clean everything. I'm probably hook up the pressure washer, pull it out, and pull our motor out too, and get our gear case. We gotta get those pulleys right there too far back, by just a smidge, making it where we couldn't bolt up our engine. But I couldn't do it without pulling everything out, and so I just didn't have time. Like I said, we were in a rush. It was like Thursday night, and we had a job the next morning, so don't mind our exhaust either. But just slowly working at it. We got everything out. Got our engine out. Got our pump out. Now we got to take that off and then put it back on deeper. And we got to take this wheel off to go on our new pump. All right, I got our wheel and container off that. I'll tell you what, that black right there is a lot more attractive than that ugly yellow. Also already went ahead and closed up that space. That's about what it was, I think, whenever I took it off. So freaking filthy. But I'm about to get our wheel put on there. I forgot to measure, so I literally have no idea how deep to do it, but only one thing to do, and that is to do. Got that on. The only problem is I don't know, there's not exact specs of how far up that shaft it should be, so I kind of just matched it to our old one. But I've got everything ready. I'm going back with the belts that were already on there, even though I've got new belts, which may sound stupid, but you know, they're good. None of them are bad off. I say good. I mean, there's a little bit of rot, but you know, it's the winter. It's about to be my slow season. It's going to be sitting a lot, so I don't want my brand new belts to just be sitting out. So we'll probably just put them in storage and either just change them in the spring or whenever they break. But I think first I'm going to put our agitator belt on, then put our engine in. So that way we'll just have, then put our engine in, then put our pump belt in, and then finally our pump. So just going to start putting stuff back where it was. Right, it took me forever, but I got the engine in. There was stuff that was hitting, and this right here was hitting, so I actually ended up cutting a little bit of that out. I don't think that's holding up just a ton. I mean, I'm gonna have a 3-gallon gas tank right there, so I think it'll be okay. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and put our pump belt in, and then I'll put our pump in. All right, we got everything put in. It's the next day, but we better take that out. our wheel is just a little bit too far that way. It needs to come this way on our shaft. I thought I got it right to how it was on that one, but I can't get this lever down right here. There's not a ton of room. Let's see if I can show you. There's not a ton of room in between those wheels. So that's really the only thing I'm worried about, but I think we're gonna be okay. So we're just gonna pull the pump off and it won't be nothing, just move it back, I hope. So. All right, guys, we got everything replaced right there that you can see, except for that little piece right there. To end this video, I was gonna show y'all how everything worked, kind of how it all came together. But I want to get this video out. I just don't have that piece yet, and that piece keeps everything sealed so water can come in from the tank into the pump. I appreciate y'all watching. The next video, you will be able to see all that. And I'm going to film a hydroseeding job and how we mix, what we mix, why we do it, and just how we spray it out, how we coverage everything. So y'all subscribe, stay tuned if you'd like to learn more about it. I'm also learning. I don't know a ton, but you can learn along with me. So I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you on the next one.